Yep. Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing, Coach?
Good, man.
Just a tough one, if you.
They're good. It's always a battle with BU. You know, I was really proud of our guys. Be down 22 points in the first half. Chip away. Keep our energy up. And, you know, we started off very slow, missing layups. I think we missed 5 layups in the first half. Missed some shots that we normally make. They made all theirs. And for us to battle back the way that we did, I'm really, really proud of our guys. Yeah.
Coach, I want you to give some insight on what you told your guys in the locker room that inspired this, incredible comeback effort.
You know, we just talked about. I didn't like when I looked at our guys. I didn't like our aura. Our body language. I told them, hey, my expectation is when we come out the second half, I should be able to look out there and believe that we're up 15 points. You know, I just felt it started with our energy, our collective energy, and just kind of see what happens from there. So it wasn't a big time, winning for the Gipper speech, anything like that. It was just, it starts with our mentality and our body language first. And I thought if we did that, we give ourselves a chance.
I want to highlight Duane Simpkins, who he seemed to pick up a little bit of an injury halfway through the second half. He stayed on the floor and he continued to ball out. What can you say about his character in terms of keeping the Eagles in this game?
I mean, big time. Julian we're holding our breath. Julian, he's already undersized. We're outmanned at that position. It was even more, Chris Egan was out for the past 2 days with the flu, and he was a game-time decision. He was able to give us a couple of minutes, and we just rolled the dice. We said, Ju, we got to go with you. You got to, battle the 7-footer and do it without fouling, and he did. He got 2 fouls, and I thought he did a really good job on Defty, and he did it without fouling, and then obviously made him pay for some things on the perimeter on the other side. So extremely, extremely proud of Julian.
With McNary and Gladden to some extent getting loose, I mean, how much of that was, do you think, the problem in the first half, just those guys getting open?
Yeah, that was big. McNary hitting the threes, and then, Gladden in particular, like he'll hit 1 or 2, which we're cool with. The thing that he does really good, he's dangerous getting downhill, and he showed that in the second half. But when you got a rhythm as a team, it's kind of contagious. Everybody hits some. McNair's 3 in the corner, the foul call was really, really tough. We had momentum. I think it was a 2-point game at that point. So, yeah, you got to keep him under wraps. But he's a really good player, really good shooter. And, we just try to disrupt him as much as possible and burn some clock and hopefully turn him over a little bit.
Tough night for Madden, both shooting and just with the foul trouble in general. Just what do you kind of make of what what kind of day he had?
It's one of those days. I've been there. There's no rhyme or reason for the fouls that you pick up sometimes. I think one of them, his last one, his fourth one, he picked up, we're trapping, and I think he went for the ball. I think it was a good gamble, and he just happened to bump the guy. He missed the ball. So it's just one of those games. He's got to throw it away and bounce back and be ready to play next Thursday.
Obviously more of a challenge now in the tournament, having to go on the road. Just how do you size up what that turnaround's going to be, and what's the advantage and disadvantage of having a team that you just prepared for that you're playing again?
The advantage is obviously from a scouting perspective, we just played them, so things are fresh. Disadvantage, and obviously you want to be home, but we went there and we won this. Went up there this year. We won a lot on the road this year. I can't tell you why, but the good thing is I will take solace in knowing that we do know how to do it, and so a lot of positives from that. Yeah.
I'm all good, Coach.
You good? Anything? Yeah. K played well. I mean, the things he does, the things he brings to the table for us, they don't show up in the stat sheet. They're bonuses when he makes threes and stuff like that. But kid's a warrior, man. He deflects balls. He's diving on the floor for balls, making extra passes. Never one of those guys. Just a winner. All right, guys. Have a good weekend.